5.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. If you are new here today, don't forget to click that subscribe button, and for my returning subscribers, welcome to another video by your ultimate fave. Okay, fine, let me start here. I apologize for not keeping to my rule of releasing once every single day. October is a pretty difficult month. And all I have to say is, guys, right? But anyway, I am back home. It is currently 23:59. And today I'm here with a highly requested video. Now, like my faves, I think, honestly, September, October gave us the best of the... Okay, guys, let me give you guys an update. Like, my voice is kind of sort of gone because I was yelling. And if anybody wants to know why I was yelling, I got some really good news today. I am the host for season 2 of Gonka Live. It was a very difficult thing to not be able to tell you guys because I couldn't tell you until obviously Channel told me to. But I have a brand new show on Channel O. It's called Gonka Live. It's the 2nd season. If you guys have probably seen the 1st season, and it's launching this Friday. This video will probably drop before the Friday, so you guys will obviously know. Friday, I think 8 o'clock till midnight or 9 o'clock. I'm not sure a bit, hey? But anyway, I just came back from work and I decided, let me just film a video because this video has been highly requested. And I never got around to doing it because I actually didn't get to watch the episodes. But then I watched the episodes and then I understood what you guys are asking me to do. Okay? I'm gonna have a Powerade. You know? This is the only Powerade that matters. Anyone wants to fight with me, I can drop my location in the comments and let's fight, okay? But anyway, guys, I'm back with a highly requested TV recap. Now, let me tell you something, right? I am a fan of TV recaps. I watch every single reality show under the sun, but this one I was quite nervous to watch because it's an Afrikaans. And let me tell you, quick backstory. In high school, I had actually picked Afrikaans from grade 8, and then I very quickly switched in the middle of grade 8 from Afrikaans to Zulu because I could tell her, I kan nie verstaan jou. Ek kan nie verstaan nie wat jy sê. Ek kan nie verstaan nie wat sê jy. Just a couple of weeks ago, the new reality show, The Real Housewives from Pretoria, was released, right? And the show is basically called The Real Housewives of Pretoria. You guys know that that's a big franchise, and we had Johannesburg, we had Durban, we had Cape Town, and now we have The Real Housewives of Pretoria. And let me just say, guys, I thought I saw money in South Africa, okay? I thought I saw money in Nigeria. Nothing. Every single franchise does not even come close to The Real Housewives from Pretoria. You see, when I said housewives, this is exactly what I was asking for. I prayed to God and I said, give me a Real Housewives franchise that can compete with the world, and it's Real Housewives from Pretoria. Now, let's keep it a buck, okay? Pretoria has the best things. It's got Zanzu, it's got Tshwanefontein, it's got quite a lot of other things besides those two that matter to me the most, obviously. I hope I'm making it to Fun City. Everybody, please, on my behalf. If you guys know Tshwanefontein homecoming events, you guys saw on the last vlog that I went to the Tshwanefontein Fun City, and it was the best. Let me just say, Pretoria people know how to rock, they know how to take it to the top. But anyway, it seems like the housewives also know how to take it to the top from episode 1. Without rambling too much about how much fun I have when I'm in Pretoria, but Pretoria is just too far from me, let's talk about the cast. My goodness, this cast is blowing me away. Guys, you know, you guys said, Naledi, I got a lot of DMs, please do the recap of The Real Housewives from Pretoria. And I was like, yo, I can't even understand Afrikaans. How the hell am I gonna understand what's being said? They're like, no, these subtitles, fave, you know, check it out, let us know, we wanna get your kind of idea. Cool. So this episode, or well, at least this video, is gonna be kind of like a character breakdown, what I think, who I like, what's going on. So let's get into it. First housewife, I think, is obviously the head girl of the Real Housewives from Pretoria. I think her name is Renska. The Real Housewife that I really want to talk about is Renska, and it's Renska Lamading. Anyway, if you guys have watched the first and second episode, you will know that in the first episode, the first housewife that was introduced, the head girl of, you know, Housewives in Pretoria, her name was Renska Lamading, right? When I first saw Renska, I was like, Rolls Royce parked on the outside. I like it so much. No, honestly, Renska gave Rich Housewives. She gave creme de la creme. She gave everything that I wanted her to give, and I absolutely enjoyed that. I won't lie. Off the bat, I was like, that's my bitch. That's my queen. Okay? So we got a chance to see Renska where she stays. She stays in Silver Lakes in a really in a beautiful house, honestly. Like, there was a point where I was just envious that there are people who actually live like this, and it's not kind of orchestrated or nothing was borrowed or anything. Like, it's just their life. And when she was telling me about how we've been staying here for the past 15 years, Renska has honestly been living this life for quite a long time. I mean, she's quite old. She's in her 50s, but she is aging honestly a lot better than a lot of women that I would anticipate in that age. So I absolutely love Renska. I think that she gave the Real Housewife vibe. She stays at home. She's got her own boutique. She's married to a man who actually looks a little bit younger than her. That man looks young. Renska's husband looks younger than Renska. I don't know. First, when I saw him, I was like, because I wasn't sure. I was like, okay, cool. He can look older, but he might work out. He might not smoke or drink. He might be one of those people who look older, but they're actually younger. But then, in comparison to her, I feel right in my stomach, in my labia almost, that he is younger than her. He's younger because you can tell he looks like he looked like a gym freak, man. I don't want to call him a gym freak, but like he's younger, man. He's younger. Fresh, man. Fresh. He's a lot fresher than what I expected, because normally women that are Renska's age date men who are obviously much older. Man, they frail sorts, man, a bit. But Renska's husband is a gorgeous looking man. She's living a gorgeous life. You can tell that she's one of those people who's known money for a really long time, and I kind of liked her energy off the bat because she's who I saw first, right? Cool. Then the next lady that I want to introduce is Malcolm's wife, and I think her name is Kiki Delagaugo. Kiki. Yeah, her name is Kiki. The next lady who I want to talk about is Kiki. Now, Kiki, it's so funny because when I met her, she gave me a little bit of, you know, she's very spicy, but she's very nice. And then when I found out that in actual fact, Kiki's husband has trended on social media quite a couple of times, because Kiki Delagaugo, her husband is that guy. His name is Malcolm, but I'm gonna, for anybody who doesn't know who I'm talking about, he's that guy who trends on social media for kind of chilling with his helper, you know, buying his helper a phone. I'm taking it too far, I'm not sure, I could be wrong. But the helper's name is Tembi and this guy's name is Malcolm. And I've seen the videos on my social media. I'm not even gonna lie, I've seen them. I thought they were really sweet, they were uplifting. But, you know, social media being what it is, aka Twitter, they have a lot of things to say about it. Some people really liked it. I'm part of the people who really liked it. It was a kind of enlightening moment. It was really sweet, light-hearted. I don't think anything bad was supposed to come out of it, but a lot of people obviously insinuated it in another way, kind of, you know, read it in a different way. But from my end, I was like, oh man, this is so sweet. And then when I saw Tembi, I was like, no man, I know this lady. Then I saw Malcolm and I was like, no man, I know this man. I was like, where do I know him from? I know this man. To Turns out that is Malcolm, that is Tembi. We've seen them so many times on social media, on our social media. And I really like Kiki off the bat. I really like her. I think she's very spunky, she's vibrant, she's got a Lamborghini Urus in my favorite color, white. And I was like, yeah, when is it my turn? Am I supposed to marry a guy from a No. No. Look, all I'm gonna say is men from Mpumalanga they're not the hill, okay? I dated Drake is not the hill, but Malcolm seems to be the exception to the rule. But he might not be living in the part of Mpumalanga where men are not the hill, but he could be. So saw Kiki, got to know her. She also gives very rich vibes. She wants to move to Pretoria. She's looking at Silver Lakes, and obviously she's looking to make friends. But she did give me very instigator vibes, especially when I saw her meet the next character, who I'm gonna kind of debrief. Her name is Mal, and kind of invite Mal to a party in which she knew that the people that she was going to, where she was bringing Mal, are people who knew Mal's husband and his ex-wife. So a little bit of it was like orchestrated, but I don't mind it. I want to see where it's going, right? So yeah, like Kiki de la Coco, like her thing. I watched 2 episodes. So I watched the first and the second, and I will say off the bat, Kiki is an instigator. She does also seem easygoing to me, like she just says what's on her mind. I don't know if obviously she's been instructed to be the put the elephant in the room kind of vibe, because she does give me that, oh, so let's address it, and it's kind of like, because it has nothing to do with you. If someone had to address Malcolm or address the Tabata Malcolm, which obviously there's none, I would obviously want to see that side of her. But off the bat, love her to bits. The next person I want to talk about is, oh, my fave. Okay, fine. Don't hate me, but like off the bat, Mal's my favorite. Mal, sweetie, Mal, my love. I'm a Tammy Taylor girl, hey? Tammy Taylor. Let's rock. Everybody come to it. Relax. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm getting it together. The next housewife who is absolutely a favorite of mine is definitely Mal Viljoen. Mal Viljoen is definitely my favorite because, one, I'm a Tammy Taylor girl, love Tammy Taylor, support the brand, but also, two, she's a stand-up straight shooter. I love her so much. If you guys go check her out, she's like the blonde, the beautiful one. And also Mal's voice, ooh, she's not Afrikaans, she's Afrikaans from Limpopo. She calls herself a village girl, but I don't know, Plasiapi. I think it's a bit derogatory to say Plasiapi. But she's from Limpopo, she's not from Pretoria. Her and Kiki are not from Pretoria. They are kind of like, you know, the newcomers into the group, in the sense that they weren't born and bred Pretoria. But what I love about Mal is that she's young, she's spunky, she doesn't take shits, she's a straight shooter. And I was like, boo, I rock with that. However, I was very hurt to find out, because right after the show aired was when there was that whole debacle on Carte Blanche, social media, about the whole scandal with Tammy Taylor and, you know, obviously Mal and Piet Viljoen. Off the bat, there's this big scandal, and I actually read about it because the one Tammy Taylor that closed in Bedford View, it was involved in that scandal, and I was just like, right? So when I saw Mal and I got to know that she's actually the CEO of Tammy Taylor, that was amazingly shocking. However, meeting her husband Pete, Pete gives me a lot of, I know I'm the bitch, I know I'm that bitch. He seems like, I picked up a little bit of, like, there's confidence and there's arrogance, and there's a very thin line. So if this is confidence, this is definitely arrogance. And I picked up he was somewhere borderline arrogance. He was very, I know who I am, I'm this person, I'm a big shot, no one can tell me anything kind of thing. Not no one can tell me anything per se, but like, they know who I am. And everybody knows who I am type of thing, right? So off the bat I was like, ooh. But I didn't mind it because I was like, okay, everybody's comment about Pete kind of affirmed what he was saying about himself, and I'm obviously waiting to see how that story plays out, because Mal touched on it in like the first episode about how Pete was kind of, I don't want to say Pete, it's Pete was kind of shunned when there was the whole thing with his wife and the cheating, and there were a little bit of so rumors about Pete cheating, divorcing his wife, and his wife having a hand in his downfall, because he moved out of Silver Lakes into Woodhill. And it seems as though, I could be wrong, I might be right, that Pete was having an affair with Mel whilst he was married. And obviously when he got divorced, he was with Mel, and now this is what's going on. I feel like it is kind of true, because there is a comment that Mal made about, oh, when Pete got divorced, he gave everything to his wife and he came to her with a pillow and a teddy or something, a pillow and something. And in my head I was like, if you didn't know this man before he was married, why would he come to you with a pillow and a teddy and had absolutely nothing? Why would he come to you to start over? You know what I mean? So she already kind of outs herself by saying that, oh, okay, when he divorced his wife, he had nothing. Because she was like, oh, I knew him for many years, but then when he divorced his wife, he had nothing. He came to me with a pillow and this, and we started from the ground up. And I was like, why would he come to you? So yeah, Mal, you kind of oust yourself about the fact that you were cheating with Pete while he was still with his wife, because you can't make such a comment and not think that people think into saying that he came to you with just the pillow and then you guys started from scratch. Why would you even, why? If he lost everything, then he just randomly met you with a pillow and it's like, I've got nowhere to sleep. My sister, my love, my leafy, don't lie, we're grown-ups. So when she made that comment, I was like, why would he come to you, you know? Because I mean, you met him after. If you guys supposedly dated after, why would he come to you with just a pillow and nothing, right? And expect you to trust him to start over from scratch? That's because you were seeing him, mama. That's because you were seeing him. That's because you had a thing with him. But it's okay, no one's judging you, because in this house, we don't judge. I was a little bit like eyebrow raiser when I heard that, but then when Renska confirmed it, I was like, fuck, there it is. There's that conversation we were looking for, because it didn't make sense to begin with. The next housewife that is there is Marie. So now Marie, it's a pretty interesting one, because Marie, I actually don't know much of her story, but I just know that she's the one who didn't have money, but then her mother or her grandmother left a house and a car in her name. So technically, she inherited those things in Silver Lakes, but she doesn't actually have much money. And I could already tell from the diary sessions on how she spoke about Renska that a lot of the conversations or comments that women were making about Renska kind of being the head girl and kind of controlling the narrative in Silver Lakes made sense, because Marie was like, oh yeah, I'm so honored. Marie, so yes, Marie's the older lady who obviously got married twice and divorced twice, and her sons are in Australia with the dad because the dad is a doctor. But then she inherited a house and a car, so she lives in South Africa. She hasn't seen them in 4 years. I don't know why or how she hasn't seen them in 4 years, because I mean, if you have kids with someone and yes, obviously they won't come to South Africa, let's say they don't want to, like, plans should be made for you to go to Australia, if not by your ex-husband, something guys. And if your ex-husband now, why don't they come see you? It was an awkward setup, because she said they all left the nest very young, so in their teens. I think she said 18, but I could be wrong. But in my opinion, it seemed like the kids left way before than what she said, because even when she tried speaking Afrikaans with them, they were speaking English, but they were very basic Afrikaans, and I was just like, those ain't your kids, Miss Mama. I mean, obviously not they're her kids, literally, but are they your kids? Kind of like, 4 years is a long time not to see your mom. 4 years is a long time. It kind of irked me that these kids haven't made any sort of, you know, kind of way to see their mom. It was very awkward, and I'm not even blaming her for this, because at the end of the day, she did say with pride, and I respect her for that, that no, I cannot chill it. I don't have money. So why are these kids not trying to see their mom? Why? Yo guys, kids will hurt you. Kids will hurt you, hey? I was very hurt on her behalf that her kids are not making any plans or efforts to see her, but I could be wrong. But in saying she hasn't seen her kids in 4 years, that's very fucking worrying. I'm worried. The next housewife I want to talk about is Talana Kun. Now, Talana is the young housewife that is married to a rich man. I know because she's the youngest one. I think she's 28. She's the one who you can tell she's kind of new to the squad, still young, just kind of got into this very comfortable life. She also doesn't give me extremely rich, but she does give me super comfortable. I really like her energy because you can tell she's not about the drama. She's the lady who is pregnant with child, and off the bat I'm just enjoying her energy because I can tell that she's just like, what the hell, you know, like, what are we doing? She's the one who actually had a baby shower in the second episode. I really like her. I think she's sweet. I think she gives very nice vibes, and I think you can tell that she's not for the drama. I could be wrong because it's still the second episode, but you can tell she's not for the drama. You know what I mean? And I respect that. I respect that in a woman, that sometimes, guys, not everything has to be about drama and fighting at the table, right? Cool. Sorry guys if I'm saying right too many times. And then the last lady I want to talk about is Rona Erasmus. Yo guys, Rona, luister vir my. Luister vir my. You're fighting a losing battle. You are the ping pong in a game that is way bigger than you. But I can understand what you're doing out of the goodness of your friend, but it's not going to be in your favor. But Rona is the lady who has the 2 businesses, the pretty one with the black hair. Her husband is a teacher. They've got 2 sons, which honestly, I kind of liked Rona off the bat because I felt like she was a very unconventional housewife. You know what I mean? She was not embarrassed to say that, hey guys, I'm actually kind of the woman who has the 2 businesses, and my husband is a teacher. My husband has been teaching for many years and he's good with kids. You know, I respect that a lot, Rona. I would love to be like you someday. Not obviously running the household, but like, my money is my money, his money is our money. But the point is, I liked Rona because it was an unconventional type of rich, right? We're gonna assume that everybody's rich, okay? So Rona, I like that she brought that different vibe, but the only thing I disliked is that the reason Rona's probably on the show is because she works for Renska in the Stokvel, right? In the Stokvel. She works for Renska, and I think she also helps handle the Stokvel and probably a couple of other things. But the only thing I also dislike about her is how quick she is to defend Renska. And it's kind of like, for me, like, babes, it's not your battle. Like, you weren't even there, mama. You don't know anything about the people in Silver Lakes because you don't live in Silver Lakes. I think she lives in Midstream, if I'm not mistaken. She lives in Midstream or somewhere closer to Midrand than to Pretoria. For me, that was pretty weird to see Rona kind of jump in like that. It gave me wapapa, and a little boa net for Rona, right? But it's cool because I love Rona's spunk, her energy. She's also young and she can challenge Mal, because I think another thing is that Mal is very strong and no one is going to challenge her on the table. I don't even think Kiki would challenge Mal on the table, right? So we've got Kiki, we've got Mal, we've got Renska, we've got Rona, we've got Talana, and we've got Marie. So that's the 6 of them. And I honestly like the cast, guys. It is giving 9.5 out of 10. I think obviously the thing about reading subtitles, it is what it is. Afrikaans is one of the official languages in South Africa. So I don't mind reading the subtitles because I am already enjoying the energy that is being given on the show, especially to each other. It's very stand-up, no faking. And that's the thing about Mahua, dog. Mahua don't fake, dog. What about we're gonna and then we turn around like, hey, Like, no, dude. If I don't like you, I don't like you. You know what I mean? But I do feel like Mal definitely brought the spunk to the show. Top 2 favorite definitely has to be Mal and Kiki, because they're the outsiders right now. They're the instigators right now. They are the, we're going to break this conventional high school musical. Girl, there must be Sharpay Evans. No, it's not gonna happen, right? So I really like the ladies on the show. I think that they bring something different. I really don't mind that there isn't a black cast, to be really honest with you, because we have so many other Real Housewives franchises that have black women completely. I know we obviously try to diversify it, like having Sarisha on Durban. We have Camilla, we have Beverly on Cape Town, and then we have okay, Lagos, it's all black women. So I really don't mind the fact that it's not diversified, because at the end of the day, it's their franchise. I am loving what I'm seeing as it is. And honestly, they are giving drama more than I've seen in any of the franchises. I'm all for the women in all the other franchises, but honestly speaking, Pretoria is giving you a run for your money. And the thing is, it's giving you a hectic run for your money. And I think it came at the right time with the whole scandal popping out, because the thing is, and they've got bigger issues than we think they have, you know? And also, they're very petty, which is the whole thing about housewives. You know, we're not always gonna get along. So I like that they started off with a bang, because the thing is, the other franchises started off and then and I remember saying that about the Real Housewives of Lagos. I said that it started off so slow, and then everyone gave me backlash about, no, you're not giving it time, of which in this particular instance was true, because Lagos came with the heat, but Pretoria was like, no, let's show you how it's done. Let's start with the heat from the first episode. Let's give you wealth. Let's give you drama. Let's give you petty. Let's give you watch next week on the next episode, right? So I'm loving Real Housewives right now. I'm enjoying it so much. Mal is my favorite character, and Ruena is my least favorite for now. She's not too bad. I really like her. I think she's obviously just saying what's on her mind, but I do think she's jumping into a fight that she has no idea or understanding of, and I think she's trying to fight Renska's battles. Marie looks like she's very like a pushover a little bit. She looks like she jumps to Renska's drum, which is already giving that kind of a team. Talana's probably stuck in the middle. Do I go with this team? Do I go with the, you know, opposing team? But Mal and Kiki are definitely standing their ground, and I love that so much for them. I'm really enjoying it so much. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10, and I can't wait to see what the next episode brings. Let me know how you guys felt in the comments below. I loved it so much. The Tammy Taylor saga has definitely got me on the edge of my couch, because I definitely want to see how that plays out. But yeah, guys, we've reached the end of the character breakdown. This is only one video. You're about to see probably 2 more from me. Pretoria is giving what it needs to give. But yeah, guys, comment down below. Let me know if there's another TV recap you guys want to do. But until then, I will see you guys in the next TV recap on Vlogtober right here.